I wanted to highlight a problem that many of you may have encountered during this awakening process. Where and how to get accurate information. And speaking specifically to a generation of people who are used to just turning on the radio or the television, wrapping your mind around why this entire process may be so confusing. Today's rabbit hole is about big tech censorship. So many of us, myself included, began to rely on Google and other search engines to quickly pull up data and information. And some of you today might even be relying on Siri or Alexa. Yikes! Search engines are the enemy. They are not your friend. What? Yeah, that's right. When you use them, they don't search for things that you want. They search for things that they want you to see. And they hide from you things that they definitely do not want you to see. And they are always spying on you. Search engines and your smartphones are always collecting data. And Siri, Alexa, and your smartphones are spying on you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when you turn your phones off. Nah, that's just a conspiracy theory. Well, it's true. And they're not just politically biased. They're corporate biased. The same way they push and filter ideas and agendas, they push and filter products too. The great news is that once you become aware of it, you can counter it. The bad news is it requires a little more effort on your part than you're probably used to. And that's the rub. Big tech and big corporations are relying on you being lazy. Don't be lazy. There are far too many examples I can give you, and this rabbit hole is really deep. Health, education, politics, medicine, you name it. Big tech, big corporations, and search engines are clearly the ones driving the information car. That's the reason I created this series within my podcast. I'm not just trying to bring you stories and information that you might not otherwise see in the mainstream. I'm trying to help educate you as to where and how to get it. And as we move forward, there will be other segments on how to better protect your privacy from all the spying and intrusion. And specifically, as an aside, I'm addressing those folks from a different generation who may not know exactly how to navigate these new waters, especially if any of you out there still get your news and information from television, radio, or cable. What? So today, just regarding big tech and search engines, I'm going to use a really simplistic example. There's a podcast out there called The Big Recap. It's a conservative podcast, and it's actually pretty good. In all candor, it may be a little too raw and in your face for some, but I like it. But my preference today isn't the point of the example. Okay, so let's dive right in with today's example. Let's say you saw this clip about rhinos or fake conservatives on your phone.
I had to learn the hard way about this, the truth behind this conservative movement, behind the conservative influencers that we have in this world. Let me, ladies and gentlemen, let me just be honest with you. I would say probably 70% of them either A, don't give a crap about this cause. They don't give a crap about Trump or the movement or being a conservative or Jesus or God. It's just holding a Bible on their show looks good for TV.
Okay, so you saw that random 30-second clip on your phone and you want more information. You don't have a link, you don't have any information, you don't know where to go. Assume for this example that you want to see more. You only remember the title, The Big Recap. So the first thing most of us do is go into a search engine and type in a simple search. The Big Recap Podcast. And as you can see by scrolling down, you get everything but that Big Recap Podcast. And you can even go page after page after page. So step 2 would be possibly to change your search. You try several searches using common words and phrases. Conservative, talk show, 3 guys with tattoos. You still don't come up with anything that even closely resembles what you're looking for. You scroll page after page, and then eventually you give up. According to Google, it simply doesn't exist. Now that's powerful. Big hat tip to Todd, Casey, and Matt at The Big Recap. Keep up the excellent work, guys. If you're interested, I have links in the description below to help you find them on Rumble, so you don't have to use a search engine. But that is the point. Google has the power to suppress them as if they don't even exist. The search engines today are so powerful and only getting stronger with AI. We are truly living in an Orwellian nightmare where a small handful of ideologues have complete control over the information you otherwise should have easy access to. So the lesson, the takeaway is for us to retrain ourselves not to be lazy. They're counting on us to be lazy. Don't be lazy. I know I was a little sneaky. I introduced a second rabbit hole in there. I know many of you caught it. It was a subliminal introduction to Con Inc., but that's a topic for a whole other day. Until next time, remember everyone wakes up at their own pace and you are not alone. It's our job to help and educate as many people as possible. Smash that like button below, join the channel, leave a comment, and share, share, share. God bless America, God bless this podcast, and God bless you. Stay frosty, my friends.